Good morning everyone. Today in this video I am going to discuss the last part of the exercises, that is answer the questions in detail for class 6 bio. You can open page number 21, 6a. Explain modifications in leaves. I will be showing you one slide. I want you to copy down the points from the particular slide. Question number 6a, modification in leaves. Point number 1, support. Point number 1, some leaves get modified into thin coiled structures called tendrils. Tendrils provide support to the plants to anchor, example, pea or grapevine. Number 2, protection. Leaves of some plants modify into spines for protection. Point number 2, spines help to reduce the loss of water in desert. Point number 3, example, cactus. Number 3, storage. Some leaves modify into scale leaves to store food and water. Point number 2, they also protect the terminal bud. Example, onion. Number 4, trapping insects. In insectivorous plants, leaves are modified to trap insects that sit on them. Point number 2, plants are brightly colored to attract insects. Example, Venus flytrap. This is the answer for the answer in detail number 1, 6a. Coming to question number 6b, what are the functions of fruits and flowers? This particular question has two parts, function of fruit and flower separately. So, functions of flowers, page 13, functions of fruits, page 15. You can move to page 13 first. So, here in page number 13, you can see very clearly functions of a flower. 3 respective points are given. This is for 6b, first part, functions of a flower. Very clearly 3 particular points are given. Moving on to page number 15. Page number 15, very clearly 3 points are given for functions of a fruit. Fruit protect the seed from different environmental conditions. Point number 2, it helps in the dispersal of seeds by animals, birds and wind. Point number 3, the seed has cotyledons which store food for the developing embryo. 1, 2, 3. So, one part you have in page number 13, flowers of fruit, functions of the flowers, and functions of fruit you have in page number 15. Continuing with question number 6c, draw a neat diagram of a flower and label its parts. You can move to page number 12. So, here in page number 12, you can clearly see it is given figure number 1.13, parts of a flower. You can draw and you can label it. You can skip the coloring if you want to. Coloring is not mandatory, but labeling is to be done as it is. All can practice the diagram in your notebook. Continuing with question number 6d, explain the formation of fruits. Page number 15. Page number 15, you can mark as I read from here, fruit paragraph. Fruit is the ripened ovary. Seeds are enclosed within fruit. A typical fruit consists of a pericarp which encloses the seeds or seed. The wall of the ovary develops into a pericarp. It can be dry or fleshy. Then, the pericarp is differentiated into 3 layers: epicarp, outermost layer, usually not eaten. mesocarp, middle layer, edible portion, endocarp, inner layer, encloses the seed. I repeat the answer. Fruit is the ripened ovary. Seeds are enclosed within fruits. A typical fruit consists of a pericarp, which encloses the seed or seeds. The wall of the ovary develops into a pericarp, can be dry or fleshy. The pericarp is differentiated into three layers. Epicarp, outermost layer, not eaten. Mesocarp, middle layer, edible portion. Endocarp, inner layer, encloses the seed. This is for question number 6D. Continuing with question number 6E, explain the different modes of seed dispersal. It is clearly given in your page number 16. Answer number 6E, point number 1, dispersal by wind. Some fruits have very light, hairy or wing-shaped seeds. They get caught in the wind and are easily blown away to far-off places, where they germinate in fertile soil under favorable conditions. Example, cotton. Dispersal by water. Point number 2. Some fruits have a waterproof covering and are so light that they can float on water and are carried to far-off places. Example, lotus. Dispersal by animals. Point number 3. Some seeds have hook-like structures that they help them to cling to animals' fur or sticky substance that stick to animal skin. Example, berries. Point number 4, dispersal by explosion. Some seeds are covered with leathery covering or are found inside the pods that split open when exposed to the sun, when they dry up or even when touched. Example, peas. This is the answer for question number 6E. Moving to question 6F. Explain the parts of a seed with a neat label diagram. A very clean diagram is given in page number 15 with explanation. Page number 15. So here we are in page number 15. You can see the parts of a seed diagram. Figure number 1.18. You can practice the diagram in your notebook. You can skip the coloring, but you have to label as it is. The explanation part. Point number 1. The seed is protected by an outer covering called seed coat. Inside the seed coat there are 1 or 2 cotyledons. Point number 1. The embryo consists of a plumule and the radicle. The radicle develops into a root system and the plumule develops into a shoot system. Point number 1, 2, 3. Coming to question number 6G, briefly explain the process of seed germination. You can see the whole process in page number 17. Page number 17, the process by which the embryo inside the seed becomes active and begins to grow into a new plant is called germination. Point number 1. Moisture, oxygen and a suitable temperature are conditions necessary for a fruit seed to germinate. Point number 2. You can skip the next paragraph. You can come here. Germination can be of two types, epigeal and hypogeal. In epigeal germination, the cotyledons are pushed above the ground. The plumule then develops into the true leaves of a plant. Example, beans. In hypogeal germination, the cotyledons remain under the ground and the fruit stored in it is used for the growth of the plant. Example, peas. I will repeat the epigeal germination and hypogeal germination for you. In epigeal germination, the cotyledons are pushed above the ground. The plumule then develops into a true leaves of the plant. Example, beans. In hypogeal germination, the cotyledons remains under the ground and the food stored in it is used for the growth of the plant. Example, peas. So, we are successfully able to mark all the answers. Hope you are also able to mark properly. Thank you.